Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, I'm gonna tell you, y'all thought I was done, but I ain't done talking about my God. It goes a little deeper. Just for the sake of conversation, I ain't done talking about my Father. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think I just did it, went as deep as I could go? No. But right now, for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about it's only 9 dimensions. Don't let nobody tell you it's 100 dimensions, 600 dimensions, whatever like that. It's a lot of fears of realities. And there's a lot of fears of realities that play out within these dimensions. But there's only 9 dimensions. God lived in the 9, 1, and the 0 realm of reality when it comes to the dimensions. And we know that 3 isn't a number. So these dimensions, so the 369, well, and 3 in general is a construct that came out of the dimension of 9, 1, and 0 at the same time. So we know that 3 was created, but it's not the initial space. We know it came out of the space, but the space itself is the 0, 1, and the 9. Now, that's just to break it down in the numbers if y'all want to break it down like that. But when we talk about it's only 9 dimensions. Now, we know that this being, to become a being, it went through a three sequence of events. 3 sequence of events. These 3 sequence of events creates one being. So when this being goes through 3 stages itself. So, but when we take it out of this conscious realm and place it back in your conscious realm as being human and mankind, it's going to look like it's going from, it's going to look like it's taking 6 steps. It's going to look like it's taken from 4 to 9. You know what I'm saying? So, because you already live in the first 3 steps. You live in this being. Now, the first 3 sequences creates the being. Since you live in this being, you're only going to experience 3D. This is why when scientists want to talk about dimensions, they can't get past the third dimension, and then when they start to go on 4th and 5th, there's only theories. But I'm finna tell you how you supposed to look at all dimensions. How you supposed to look at 4D, 5D, 6D. See, where they can't get past 3D, that's where you got the Archangel Uriel here. See, you just got to get on the level of consciousness now. Now, scientists, they right, but they can't get past 3. They know that the point is the point, which may be 0, and they know the line itself is the 1, but the distance between the point and the line the distance it went, that creates 2, and then the shapes you can make around it is 3D. So they got all kind of geometric models. You can type it on the internet to look at 3D. But now we're going to talk about 4D. Now we already know how the basic that was even constructed amongst the first 3 dimensions, because you live in this 3 dimension. Now it's only 9 dimensions. I'm finna tell you how beings is in the 4th dimension, 5th dimension, but it's only 9 dimensions, and I already told you what dimensions God live at. Now, for an example, how scientists even came up with that is because it's the space. 0 is the space. Don't ask me where space came from, because if you're a scientist, you know that's a dumb question. This space experience in isolation. So what? To you as a scientist, it's going to look like more space. But to this God consciousness, is one space moving into another space, and so that space is not in the same space that it was originally at, but the space that it was at contains the same substance of this space that moved into the other space. So that's what created duality. That's what created a separation, opposition in general. So before you can even break down male or female. See, I'm breaking down shit before it even got broke down to the existence that you only know about. I come from the truth. Now, when we talk about the 4th dimension. Now, look, once it came from the 0, then experience isolation, that's 1. Then experience another space or move more viewpoints, that's duality. Now, since it did that, that creates 3rd person. Now this being is able to be consciously aware of more than one space and able to analyze if we want to be in this space or this space. Now, the 4th dimension. Now, that created the lines, whatever, shapes, whatever, however y'all want to look at it. Now, 4th dimension. 4th dimension is, so look, when you can look at it like a number system. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, you live in that, so you only know about 3rd dimension. That's on. You can't even see nothing above that. What you do, you just don't know how to understand it. I'm gonna show you how to understand it right now. Now, the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension is becoming the judge, becoming 3rd person. Now that you realize it's a being that's out here and you're in it, now becoming third person. Now, now before we get to you, let's talk about this being. This being, now that it went from 3, now 4, it's becoming the third person, right? So it's becoming the judge. Then it becomes, then 5. Fifth dimension is becoming authority. Becoming authority, right? Then 6th dimension is now you became the third person. See, it just experienced third person. So it's just becoming aware of the third sequence. That's all. That's as far as you as a human mind can go. But I'm trying to take you further. See, now in the God travel, we created these dimensions. The 6th dimension is becoming this third person, becoming you know what I'm saying, this of the third person, realizing it's the third person. So that's why when on earth people try 666 to people and try to tie them to evil or whatever like that, 9 times out of 10 they tie this to a person that think of themselves as a Messiah, or think of themselves as a second coming, or think as themselves of, because it is the second coming. It's the second process of this 3 sequence. See, it goes in and out. It keep going high and above. See, you see what I'm saying? But it's just your interpretation on earth of it is wrong. So you're throwing it on to people and stuff. Now, let's go on to the 7th dimension. The 7th dimension is utilizing singularity. It's like utilizing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this shit down. Yeah, utilizing the authority. You're utilizing it now. You're putting it to test. This is why they say 7 is a powerful number, because what is God? God is like an authority figure. So when people say in religious, why 7 is a powerful number in Christianity, because God, He's going to show His authority if you go against His word. So that's like 7. 7 is utilizing the energy of 7. The 7th dimension period is utilizing authority. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing authority. So Christianity or a lot of other religions is the only examples human can pinpoint that explain the energy that they feel of that essence. So they tie it to a bunch of the stuff that's in the religious program, but that religion got it from the essence. But it's not pointing to the right things. I need you to understand that. This is why you can manifest other shit in your life. Now look, 8. 8 is utilizing your time. This is why 8 deals with affinity, because utilizing your time is the sequence of time now. It's fluid. It's like once you put something into place, you utilize your authority. You got to see it put into place, and things take time. It can't magically get from here to here. So this is almost like the creation of time also. You know what I'm saying? Which is 8, the number 8, the essence, the 8th dimension deals with time. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, so when the travels, this is how it's like the affinity gauntlet. It's like whatever this is got the affinity gauntlet or the glove in Marvel Comics. You know what I'm saying? Then with the time is the 7th dimension gem. I mean the 8th, the time is the 8th dimension gem. So it deals with affinity and let you know it's going to do it again or whatever like that. Then 9 is the 9th dimension is utilizing being third person. It's like, let me make sure I get that right. Yeah, utilizing the experience of being third person. So it's like once you reach to the 3, you know what I'm saying, you experience third person. That's the creation. Humans can't get past that. But this God itself, then it went to the 6th dimension, and then that's when it was able to become third person. To know that it's third person now. Then when it got to 9, it's able to utilize that. Utilize the experience. So the experience that it just went through, it knows it's God now. It knows God. So you could say humanity start, God start on 3, humanity start on 6. Because when you go to, humanity start on the 6th dimension, but it only come from the essence out of the 3. So you only can see 3 dimension. In the matter, you know what I'm saying? But humanity started in the 6th dimension, because look, once this being experienced third person, which from 0 to 3, right? It experienced third person. Now it start to become it. So now it brought itself lesser down to density in order to experience itself. You know what I'm saying? So it brought itself down to density. So it's like now it became authority. It became third person. So now it's like, okay, I'm here. I know what I am now. And it's like now it became authority, which is 5. Make sure I get this right. Yeah, it became authority. See, I wrote this down on my notepad. It became authority, and then six, it became third person. So this is why people on earth think they are gods. They think they became their own right, their own righteous, their own foundation to morality, their own foundation. That's six. So religious people, when they say evil people got 666, they're right because of their program that they framing it in. But six itself is God. You have to understand that. So when you take all the programming out, the religious abstract of it, you know it's not nothing evil. You know what I'm saying? But when you want to put it in these programs, you goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? That's why. But you're only talking about yourself as mankind. So I don't care what prophet you look to, in definition it's a false prophet, because it's not. See, for the sake of conversation, it's not my father. So now, when you want to talk, y'all pointing to it, but y'all calling it and doing something way different. Now, when you want to talk about so humanity and mankind came down to 6. Then we experiencing all the time reminiscences and all the manifestations from the number 6 now. So now it's coming from 7 to 9, which is with a 7, utilizing yourself. This is when once a person come into themselves and they know who they is now, which they ain't got to say they're God, but just what you do this anyway. You in all dimensions anyway. When you're hit, once you're born, you're in this 3 dimension. So you're already inside God. Now, once you become that from 4 to 6, that's you coming in life, experiencing till you get to 6. Then you grow up and get older, and you know who you is now. You at number 6 now, becoming authority, becoming a judge. You know who you is. Now you start to utilize. What you have, which if it's a talent, whatever you do. We ain't gotta say it's God in this frame of synthesis and metaphoric I'm trying to put out. We can put anything there, whether you're a businessman or worker or whatever like that. Once you know what you can do, you know what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? You're at 6 now. Now you're getting ready to go to 7 through 9. And 7 is becoming that. You know, utilizing what you're good at. 8 is taking the time to do it. Infinity. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit been doing it. And 9 is becoming. Utilizing the experience of what you became, which is the third person from a God perspective. But in your perspective, you're utilizing what you just accomplished. You're utilizing your experience of being a third person now. You're utilizing everything that you had, that you took, and you're utilizing the experience. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor or whatever you did. You know what I'm saying? That's the 9th dimension. You know what I'm saying? That's the top of the tree when the fruits start to fall from the vine.